everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We have the Performa 6116 CD here again. Now in my last video I mentioned taking a look at some software like Adobe Photoshop running on this thing stock, but that's kind of a waste of time because it won't. At least not without virtual memory, and performance would be terrible, so it's kind of pointless to do that. So instead I figured we'd upgrade this some more. I've got 3 upgrades I want to do. We need to upgrade the hard drive because it's a tiny 256 megabyte SCSI drive that is ancient and doesn't run that great. We can add more RAM, and we can add a level 2 cache. So let's open it up and get to it. Got the Performa opened up here, and for starters I'm gonna install 128 megabytes of RAM with these two 64 megabyte SIMs. Back when this computer was new, this sort of upgrade probably would have cost hundreds of dollars, if not more. Of course, nowadays you can get these things for like $10 on eBay. Generally, computers based on the PowerMac 6100 did not come with any sort of level 2 cache, which would really hinder your performance. So today, I'm going to add a level 2 cache chip here. This will help the CPU's performance out quite a bit by giving it fast memory it can access. So I'll just get this installed here. Install is pretty easy, just slide it down into the slot here. And last but not least, I want to replace this old SCSI hard drive. It's way too small to be really useful, and it's old and slow. So what I want to do is install a SCSI to SD device, and this will give us a flash card that we can use as our hard drive instead of that old SCSI hard drive. Installation of the SCSI to SD is pretty simple. Just need to plug it in here to the SCSI connector cable. And I'm just going to leave it here. I don't have a nice caddy for it, but it'll be fine. And I've already pre-configured it with several disk images, so with all those upgrades, we're good to go. So here we are, booted up after all our upgrades. You may notice we are running Mac OS 9 now. That's what I had imaged on the SD card. And if we take a look here, we can see that there is now 15 gigabytes of hard drive space available instead of the 250 megabytes that we had previously, and of that there was only about 20 megabytes free, so much better. And if we come over here to Apple System Profiler, let that load. We can see that we have 136 megabytes of RAM now, which is sweet. And our level 2 cache is working. We have 256 kilobytes of that. So that'll be really good for the processor. And now I want to do a benchmark with MacBench 3.0 and see how the computer compares against a stock 6100. So just run the tests here and we'll see what the results are. The results are in from our benchmark, and things look pretty good. Adding that level 2 cache has really helped out our processor's performance. We're now at 117% over the 100 of the stock Power Macintosh 6160. And floating point just a tiny bit better, and quite amusingly our disk is reporting a 200% increase in performance versus the Power Macintosh 6100. Not a huge surprise since we are running a SCSI to SD and using an SD card as our hard drive. I'm not sure why the graphics mix scored lower, but I'm not too concerned about that. Could just be a fluke of the testing. So I think these upgrades leave us in a really good place for goofing around with this computer in the future, looking at some software and games. Thank you everybody for watching this quick video about the upgrades for this computer, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.